Hello and welcome friends. This is Pankaj Kabadia again. So in this particular lecture we are going to discuss about non-directional induction type relay. So this relay is called earth leakage induction type relay also, and the overcurrent relay operates when the current in this circuit exceeds a certain or predefined value that we all know, and we are keep on saying that the overcurrent relay operates when the current in the circuit exceeds a certain or predetermined or preset value. Okay, so the induction type non-directional overcurrent relay has a construction similar to a watt-hour meter with slight some modifications are there. So this is the simple figure, and it shows the constructional details of non-directional induction type overcurrent relay. So it consists of two magnets, as you can observe and see here. So it consists of two magnets, and the upper magnet is E-shaped magnet while the lower magnet is U-shaped magnet. So the aluminum disc is free to rotate. This is aluminum disc, and this aluminum disc is free to rotate between these two electromagnets, E-shaped and U-shaped. Fine. And what is the purpose of these two magnets? That we have already discussed. Okay, fine. So the aluminum disc is free to rotate between the two magnets, and the spindle of the disc, this is the spindle. Okay, fine. This is the spindle. So the spindle of the disc, it carries moving contacts. This is the moving contacts, and when the disc rotates, the moving contact come in contact with the fixed contact. This moving contact come in contact with the fixed contact, and this fixed contact, which are the terminals of the trip circuit actually. Fine. Terminal of the trip circuit. This is the moving contact, and these are the fixed contacts. Fine. So this fixed contact is fed to the trip circuit. As you can observe here, this is the trip circuit. As again I am showing you. Okay, fine. This is the trip circuit. So the upper magnet has two windings. The upper magnet, this magnet has two windings. First one is primary, and second one is and the other one is secondary. Fine. So the primary is connected to the secondary of CT on the line to be protected. Again I am repeating that the primary is connected to the secondary of CT. This primary is connected to the CT secondary. As you can observe here, this is the current terminals or current from the CT. Okay. So the primary is connected to the secondary of the CT on the line to be protected, and this winding is tapped at intervals. As you can observe here, this tapped at some intervals. Okay, and you better know that what is the purpose of this, what is the purpose behind this particular tappings here. So this winding is tapped at intervals, and the tappings are connected to the plug setting bridge. These tappings are connected to the plug setting bridge. So according to that, and as per our requirement, we can adjust the current setting and the relay setting. So with the help of this particular bridge, the number of turns of primary winding can be adjusted. Fine. So the numbers of turns of primary winding can be adjusted. Thus the desired current setting for the relay can be obtained. Fine. So there are usually 7 sections of tappings. There are usually 7 sections of tappings actually. Okay. Only as you can observe, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So usually there are 7 sections of tappings, and it is having a range of 50 to 200% in step of 25% rating. That may be a 10 ampere actually. Okay, so it can be connected to CT with this CT with secondary current rating of 10 ampere, but with 50% setting, the relay will start operating at 5 ampere. So adjustment of the current setting is made by inserting a pin between spring loaded jaw of the bridge, this particular bridge socket, at the proper tap value required. So when the pin is withdrawn, this pin is withdrawn for the purpose of the changing the setting while the relay is in service, then relay will automatically adopt a higher current setting than the secondary of the city is not open circuited. So relay remains operative for the fault occurring during the process of changing the setting. Fine. So there are usually 7 sections of tappings to have the overcurrent range from 50% to 200% in steps of, इसकी रेंज जो होगी वो क्या होगी 52 जो भी टैपिंग्स हमने प्रोवाइड की है. सो ओवर करंट के लिए रेंज जो भी है वो हमको क्या मिलेगी 50% टू 200%. वो कितने स्टेप्स में 50 टू 200% जो है वो कितने स्टेप्स में मिलेंगी 25% के स्टेप में इन स्टेप्स ऑफ 25%. Fine. So these values are percentage of the current rating of the relay, nothing else. Fine. So thus a relay current rating may be a 10 ampere, let's say 10 ampere. So it can be connected to CT with secondary current rating of the 10 ampere. 10 ampere. Fine. But with the 50% setting, the relay will start operating at 5 ampere. Okay. Because 5% of this 10 ampere will be your 5 ampere. Fine. So adjustment of the current setting is made by inserting a pin between spring loaded jaw of the bridge at the proper tap value required. So when the pin is withdrawn for the purpose of changing the setting while relay is in service, then relay automatically adopts a higher current setting. Thus secondary of CT is not open circuited. Fine. So the relay secondary winding on the central limb, the secondary winding of the central limb, actually this central limb of the upper magnet is connected in series with winding on the lower magnet, and this winding is energized by induction from primary. So by this arrangement, as you can observe here, this the closed circuit, and from here this is particular, this is the closed circuit. So this winding is energized by induction from this primary. So this induction will energize this particular winding. Fine. So by this arrangement of the secondary winding, the leakage fluxes of upper and as well as lower magnets are sufficiently displaced in space and time to produce a rotating torque or rotational torque actually on the aluminum disc. This will produce the torque on the aluminum disc, and the control torque is provided by spiral spring. Fine. So when the current exceeds its preset value or predetermined value, disc rotates and moving contacts on the spindle makes the connection with this particular trip circuit terminals, and angle though which this will make the connection, this moving contact will make the connection with this particular trip circuit and trip terminal, and this will provide here this is the to trip circuit. So angle through which the disc rotates is between 0 to 360 60 degree. So the travel of the moving contacts can be adjusted by adjusting angle of rotation of disc. So this gives the relay any desired time setting, which is indicated by a particular pointer on a time setting dial, and the dial is calibrated from 0 to 1 only. Okay, so this does not give direct operating time, but it gives multiplier which can be used along with the time setting or time plug setting multiplier, that curve, to obtain actual operation time of the relay. So the time plug setting multiplier curve is provided by the manufacturer itself. So this is all about the non-induction overcurrent relay. Let's move further with the time current characteristics of the relay. So the time required to rotate the disc depends on a torque. Fine. So the torque varies as the current in the primary circuit. Torque varies as the current in this particular primary circuit. So more the torque, lesser is the time required. Hence relay has inverse time characteristics. So more torque, if you have a more torque, then the relay will take less time. less time to operate. So this particular characteristics will be the inverse characteristics as shown in the figure, which is inverse definite minimum time characteristic actually. So such characteristics are called inverse definite minimum time characteristics. This is because the characteristic shows inverse relation between the time and current for small values of current. So but as the current increases, some definite time is required by the relay. Some definite time is required for the relay. So the characteristics become straight line for higher values. For higher values, it will become straight lines. So such IDMT characteristics can be obtained by saturating the ion in the upper magnet. Okay. Saturating the ion in the upper magnet. This particular ion will be saturated, and then your relay will operate, so that there cannot be increase in the flux once current achieves its certain high value. I repeat, there cannot be increase in the flux once current achieves certain high values. Fine. So this is the fault current, and if we say that if I want fault current in relay coil, fault current in a relay coil, so is equal to line fault current into CT ratio. Fine. Fault current in relay coil is equal to line fault current into CT ratio. And what is PSM? What is PSM? Plug setting multiplier is fault current in relay coil upon rated secondary CT current into current setting. Thank you.